Hello, folks. How are you? We are going live. It is good to see all of y'all. Hey, people. We are live. It is Wednesday, and we are here for design discussions. I'm excited because we are starting a new topic because it is the first Wednesday in April. Wow, I can't believe that. It's amazing how time flies, and I can't believe it's the first Wednesday in April. But we're here, folks, and we're starting a new topic. This month, we're going to be talking about a little bit about organization. So, organizing your spaces. So, whether that be your home, your office, your retail space, giving it a fresh, clean sweep, as we're going to call it this month, and get ready, hopefully, for the world to be opening back up. But this month, we're going to prepare our spaces that we've just been occupying so much these days. And how do we get back to the place of organization? So, for some people, organization is very daunting, and for others, it's freeing. Cleaning your space, organizing things, getting things in order. Some people see that as daunting, and other people see it as freeing. I am a person who gets freedom from organizing my space because then that way I can think clearer. That's just how I operate, how I function, and other people do not. But one thing that we're going to talk about this month is the organization system for everybody doesn't look the same. So I think a lot of times people find it daunting because they're trying to do an organization system that works for somebody else, but not necessarily you. So you have to find out the organization method and tactic that works for you, and based off how you you find order and work within that. So first of all, pause. I want to bring and acknowledge my Grogu t-shirt. Yes, my Grogu. Our family is an avid Mandalorian watcher. I am super sad that we finished season 2 and have to wait forever for season 3, but we love Mandalorian. And my mom actually gifted our whole family Grogu t-shirts for Easter on Sunday. So I'm representing Grogu today. I love my t-shirt. But our family loves Mandalorian, and that's something that we watch together. So I wanted to sport my t-shirt. But anywho, back to organization. So yeah, like I was saying, organization methods isn't like a one size fit all for everyone. So, the way that your brain organizes things isn't necessarily how the next person's brain organizes things. And so a good example of this would be how people organize their bookshelves, right? A good example is my bookshelf is back here. I organize things by topic and not necessarily alphabetical order. Some people, their brain likes the alphabetical order. I like it to be organized via topic. Some people work better with it being visually oriented with color. So it depends on what works for you, but all of them are organization systems. So I think the important thing to remember and take away from the topics that we'll talk about this month is to be true to who you are in truest form. And that will lead you to the organization system that works the best for you. Don't just try to pick up something because it works for someone else. A lot of times we have to try again until we get an organization system that really works for us and we can maintain and keep up with over time, because that's really the key, is to develop the system and maintain it over time. And so you want to do something that will allow you to do that. So we're going to talk about different ways to tackle organization and how you can find and experiment with what works best for you. So today we're going to cover concealed storage. So there are so many types of organization. We're not going to get to every single one as we're talking, but there's so many different types. And today we're going to talk about concealing it. So everybody knows, if you actually functionally use your kitchen, I'm just going to use this space for example. You've got stuff all over the counters, okay? You don't have a perfectly clear countertop. You might have stuff you were about to make for dinner out. You might have cutting boards out. You might have cookbooks out. Like, if you actually use your kitchen, more than likely the counter is not going to be clean. But if you have a well-planned kitchen, it can be. So you can utilize things that are concealed to be able to pull out when you need them, and that way it's not cluttering and holding your counter space hostage. So one great example would be, I posted today on Facebook and Instagram a pull-out drawer that a lot of clients have started to use to organize spices. So typically, you would put your spices in a top cabinet, and the ones you don't use very often would, get hidden in the back. Like, your turmeric might be in the back, your rosemary might be in the back, your sage might be in the back because you only use it once a year. Versus your garlic powder and your onion powder, now that's going to be in the front, okay? Because we use that on a daily. Am I not right? Okay. But another way to organize that is to use a pull-out shelf that you can pull out as a drawer. That's not on a top cabinet. And it has rows in it that are small enough where you put in your spices and you can access it from both sides. If you see the image that's on Instagram or Facebook, and then this way you're able to access all of your spices equally. So this way, things are not lost in the back. You have equal access to things. It's a very different organization system, but it works wonderfully. And you get to conceal all that stuff. You know what I mean? You don't have to have the little countertop spice rack that's sitting on your countertop hogging up space. You get to conceal it. You can even put olive oil and vinegar bottles on that pull-out a lot of times, depending on the height adjustment that you create. So it is wonderful to be able to find ways to conceal things that need to be stored, but that you use often, okay? So that's one example of what we consider concealed storage. Another example could be if you have cookie sheets, things like that you need organized. Instead of just throwing them in a regular cabinet, they have pull-out systems that actually allow you to divide them and organize them. So there's a lot of things that allow you to conceal your stuff, and it doesn't necessarily have to be out to be organized. So when people think of organization, they think of like, all the Tupperware containers and all the labels and the label makers, which there's nothing wrong with that. Those are, a great way to organize for certain people, right? It's not for everyone. But there's so many different ways of developing organizational systems, and those are some of the things we're going to be covering this month. So I'm excited. If there's a particular organization system that works specifically for you, drop it in the comments, like share with people. That's one of the best things about social media, is being able to pick up ideas from other people. So as we talk about organization this month, please feel free to drop anything in the comments that you find that particularly works for you as far as organization, whether it be at your office, at home, or if you have a small business or a storefront, something that helps you keep organized in maybe your back room or your cash wrap. All of those things are beneficial to share and to help people out along the way. So don't forget about concealed storage. It's a great thing. It's a great thing to help remove clutter from being in your direct eyesight. But it also helps for you to be able to tuck things away. And even if, those spice rack shelves are not even the most organized, at least they're accessible. And it gives it a little bit more order than if they were just out on your countertop. So, concealed storage. Consider it. Look at ways that you can implement it in your everyday life, and drop it in the comments if you have great suggestions for us. So For more tips and in order to see all the things we're going to talk about this month, you can visit our website under the design discussions post, which is at www.desired-designs.com. So give us a look-see, and we will see you next Wednesday. Thanks for joining us, guys. Bye.